Concerns are mounting here in South Korea that Seoul could face a harsh backlash from China if it's dragged into the United States' all-out pressure campaign against Beijing. Memories are very much alive of China's economic retaliation against the South following the deployment of the US missile defense system THAAD in Korea in 2016. And now the US is targeting China in a different way, going well beyond the trade war that preceded the coronavirus pandemic. Washington is forming a bloc of countries to economically isolate Beijing. A 16-page report was submitted to Congress this week by President Donald Trump, outlining his administration's efforts to protect US national interests in the face of Chinese threats. For some context, just consider how this week US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo defended Australia after it called for a global inquiry into the origins of COVID-19 and was then met with Chinese economic retaliation. Pompeo claimed the whole world is waking up to the fact that Beijing is ideologically and politically hostile to free nations. And then yesterday we learned from Keith Crack, US Undersecretary of State for Economic Growth, Energy and the Environment, that he and South Korean officials talked about the Economic Prosperity Network, or EPN, initiative in Seoul last November, seen as a scheme to break China's global dominance. With the US experiencing intense domestic pressure over COVID-19 and uncomfortably relying on Chinese supply of protective equipment, it's no surprise it would want to diversify the supply chain. But this could go much further than that, further than the intense US campaign against tech company Huawei, which strengthened this month. And US allies like South Korea may be put in a tricky position to choose between Washington and Beijing. That choice would present a particular challenge to South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who since taking office in 2017 has been trying to be friendly with both sides. What we can say at this point, based on the words of a South Korean official speaking on the condition of anonymity, is that the government here has no conclusive position on the EPN, which is still in a planning stage. At some point, though, a decision will have to be made.